B3, what up? We are live, I think. Having a little trouble getting OBS to start the stream, so yeah, it says we're live on YouTube. If you guys can hear me and see me, let me know. For some reason, I couldn't get OBS to start. It locked up, so I couldn't get the stream to start. But I shut it down and then went back in and went into manage stream, and I think I was able to get it. So just let me know if you can hear me, see me, if you guys are good. If anyone's in the room, or if you can't confirm on the chat, shoot me a message and just let me know, so I can at least know that we are good to go. We're gonna start now, but I may have to break at a certain point. What's up, Mace? Huh?
Hello.
What's up? Just popping in? Oh, okay. I may have to stop in the middle to go pick up Cassidy from work. We're still kind of sharing one vehicle at the moment. So, yeah, we will have to take a little break in between. But I'll keep you posted on that. Let me know if you can hear me, see me. Give me a what's up either in the chat or shoot me a message. Just let me know that we are good to go and we are live. I'm going to put in the post that we're live now on Facebook. Okay, I think I got it. We are live now. Boom. Alright, so that's good. Hopefully I'll hear from one of you guys in just a second. Let me know if we're good to go, if we're live and rolling. Knicks game is going on right now. I think they're down like 7, but they're playing the Thunder, so that's a tough one. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull out a win or not. We had our first baseball. Donnie says we're good. We had our first travel baseball game for Mason. It was a really good game. We were up big early. Mason led off with, what'd you have, a triple in the beginning? You had a triple.
Like,
The first hit, the one you hit in the right field, was a triple. Yeah, and you batted in, who the heck, was it Grayson that you knocked in, or Landon?
well,
Couldn't have been Logan because you batted third. This is the first inning. It went Landon, Grayson, you. So it was either Grayson or Landon. But then Braxton Turner hit you in. But yeah, really good game. Just, we made some mistakes towards the end of it and ended up letting them come back and tie it up 10-10. So not so good. Donnie, was that a thumbs up letting me know that you could hear me and see me, or is that a thumbs up? Can hear you. Good. All right. All right, we're going to get started with a list of ownership then. I'm going to put the Knicks game on where I usually do so I can see it. It's going into the fourth quarter. Let's go live. Oh, it's live now. So they're in the fourth quarter, down 9. I don't know what it is about the Knicks, man, but they like to go down by like 10 to 12 points and then try to come back and win. They just can't seem to put the game away when they have an opportunity to. But I guess that's the way it goes. Oh, that's right. I don't want to use one of these to do it. I want to use one of the big B3 holders that allows me to put the game on the table so I can see it. All right, let's get started with a list of ownership, and we will get started. We got break 457 on the table. Break 457. Leading us off, we have Alan Stein from Black and Gold Breaks in on the Cardinals. Sean Richardson on the Falcons. We got Harlan Benner on the Ravens. Mike Haralambis on the Bills. Wayne Mowry on the Carolina Panthers. The Honster from Hamster Card Breaks on the Bears. You got Joey Amadio on the Bengals. Joe Lurch going to be on Cleveland. Joe Desky on Dallas and Denver. Then we got Mike Haralambis on the Lions. Adam Light on the Packers. Jason Eli on the Texans and the Colts. You got Mike Haralambis on the Jags. B3 on the Chiefs. Rosas in on the Raiders. We got Jason Eli also on the Chargers. Joe Desky also on the Rams. Jamie O'Hara on the Finns. Sean Richardson also on the Vikings. You got Jim McBain getting in for the first time on the Patriots. Little first break luck. What do they call that? Beginner's luck. First break mojo. Usually guys in their first break with us hit. So I got a feeling we're going to see an interesting maybe Trevion Henderson or Drake May come out. Let's test that theory on beginner's luck. Scotty, good luck to you, Jim. Scotty Struble on the Saints. You got B3 and the boys on the G-Men. Jamie O'Hara on the Jets. Rival card breaks, Donnie Scheffler in on the Eagles. You got Joe Desky on the Steelers. Mike Haralambis on the Niners. Andrew Thier on the world champ Seahawks. Michael Buchholz, that is Buchholz Sr., in on the Bucks and the Titans. And then Goody Goody will round us out on the Washington Commanders / Redskins / football team, depending on the year and the player pictured. All right, so they're down double digits. So here's where the Knicks will they'll mount to come back now if they're going to at all. All right, what do we got on the table? Well, first things first, rookies and stars on the hobby box. 2 autos, 2 mems guaranteed. You're looking for the 6 numbered Optichrome insert, 6 Optichrome inserts, 5 numbered. Usually get an RPA in there, the rookie patch auto. So excited for rookies and stars. The last one we did was a good one, a really good one, especially for the Giants. That was Travis Hammonds on the free break. You got the Donruss Megas, 1 auto, 1 mem guaranteed. 1 auto or mem guaranteed in each. And then you're looking for the Optic rated rookie blue scope parallels, the previews. And then the downtown is the ultra rare. We got 2 of those. We only have, I think, 3 more left from the Donruss case. And there is a downtown live in this one still. So you never know. I've been sprinkling a couple of the megas in a few breaks just to, give a decent little chance there, because I know the downtown in that one is still live. Well, we haven't hit a downtown out of this Donruss Megabox case yet. Doesn't mean we'll get one, because they say it's on average. It's an ultra rare, not a case hit. But generally speaking, it's usually 1 per case or something. Something big. 3 megas on the Optic MJ Holding or Walmart variation. You've got the ultra rare Uptown, Downtown duos, hash marks, and more. You're looking at 1 auto or mem guaranteed. We've noticed with the megas, you're either getting a mem or a mem and an auto, but you don't just get an auto. Sometimes you get neither, which is interesting. But we got 3. 1 is a dented box. You know what they say about those? 60% of the time they hit every single time, so that should be a lucky box. That might be the one we let marinate. I got a good feeling about that one. All right. Also, 10 of the Blasters half case. This is our second half of the case for the purple Blasters. These are the Walmart variation as well, the MJ Holding variation. You're looking for ultra rares, downtown duos, uptowns, hash marks, and more. Chasing autos and mems, which are possible, and you're looking for the purple shock parallel. My personal favorite of the Blasters. I like the purple shock way more than the pink. I just like the design. 10 total, so we got 5 there and 5 there. That's the one. All right. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Let me plug back in my charger on the phone. There's 9-1-1 left in the 4th, and they're down by 9. This is bad omens all around. I got to keep my eye on the phone, too, for when Cass texts me. When she does, I'm going to have to dip for about between 30 and 40 minutes to go pick her up, and then we'll come back. We'll leave the stream up running, and we'll just dive right back into it. But hopefully we can get a good amount of this done before she needs a ride. I just didn't want to wait until we got back to start, and if she gets out late and it's like 11, by the time we get back it's 11:45. I just figured we'll do some now and see what happens. Maybe we'll get the whole thing in before I got to go pick her up. Who knows? B3, what up, Scotty? Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Scotty Struble in the house. We are going all Walmart variations on the Optic tonight. Walmart always seems to be hotter for us. We do really well with the Walmart boxes. Not that we do bad with the Target ones, but I feel like the Walmart ones are luckier for us. Alright, here we go. Good luck, B3. Leading us off is Jalen Walker for the Falcons. That is going to be Sean Richardson. You've got T. Ferg right off the bat on the Optic Hollow rookie going out to the Rams. That is going to be Joe Desky on the Terrence Ferguson. Jawan Jennings, Jaden Reed, Jalen Lane going out to Goody Goody on the Rook. And then you've got Kenneth Grant on the Purple Shock going out to Miami and Jamie O'Hara. Drake London, Fred Warner, RJ Harvey going out to Denver, Joe Desky. And then Mason Taylor, Purple Shock, going out to Jamie O'Hara. That is the son of Jason Taylor, the all-time great Miami Dolphin. Derrick Henry, Tony Dorsett, Trey Amos coming out for Goody Goody. You got Caleb Johnson on the Purple Shock going out to Pittsburgh, Joe Desky. Cam Jordan, A.J. Brown, T.J. Sanders going out to Buffalo. That is Mike Haralambis. Then you've got Jackson Dart on the passing grade. We'll take that. Passing grade, Jackson Dart. And then you got Edge, Rogers, Jalen Knoll going out to Houston and Jason Eli. And then Cam Miller is your Optic Hollow. And second one coming out of this box. That is going to be Rosas. Then you got Gino and Tyler Algier to round it out. Not bad for box one. A lot of color. And Jackson Dart coming out of box one. I don't know if that's a good omen or a bad omen. We'll see. B3 on the Darty Party. It's always good to see a couple Optic Hollows come out nice and early for the rated rookies. Those are always pretty highly sought after cards for certain players. Guys at PC. Certain teams want the rookies. They like the Optic Hollow and the Prism Silver. Two pretty highly sought after variations. They are a good look though. Come on, Knicks. Time to come back. If you're going to claw back into it, now's the time. They lost to the Thunder by 1 the last time they played them, too. It's like, it's a really good team. Obviously, they have the best record in the league. They are kind of the favorite to win a chip this year. No one thought Boston would be where they were because of Jaylen Brown having an MVP type season for the Celtics, and then obviously they're getting Tatum back, which was highly unexpected. Alright, we are one box in. Let's get it. Good luck, B3. Box 2. Nice. Ah, he just couldn't get it in. That was a great move, though. Good try there, Big Cat. Cat getting attacked a lot. A lot of people think he plays soft. I don't know. I think he's a solid player. He's just not a number 1. He's got to be your number 2. And you got to use him according to his strengths. You can't rely on him to just be as clutch as Jalen Brunson is or take over a game, when it's not easy to take over a game, right? Like, Cat can take over a game if he starts hot. They get up by double digits and he just starts dominating. But if they're down by, double digits and they need someone to get hot and turn it around, it's usually not Cat that's just going to get hot out of nowhere. All right, here we go, B3. Good luck. Tez Johnson leading it off for the Bucks. Tampa. That's going to be Michael Buchholz. Alec Ayomanor on a third Optic Hollow. There we go. We're getting pretty lucky with the Hollow rated rookies. Michael Buchholz as well. Drew Brees, T.O. Dylan Gabriel coming out for Cleveland. That's going to be Joe Lurch on the Brownies. You got a Ray Lewis lighted up. Nice little insert there for Baltimore. Harlan. We got Warren Moon, Chuba, Keandre Lambert-Smith going out to Jason Eli. Jackson Dart. Darty Party on the Purple Shock. We will take it. Heck yeah. Ricky. Brock Bowers, Gunnar Helm going out to Tennessee. That is going to be Michael Buchholz. You've also got Pat Bryant on the Purple Shock. Nice one there for Denver. Joe Desky. Quincy Williams, Khalil Shakir, Jack Sawyer coming out for Pittsburgh. Joe Desky. You got Malachi Starks going out on the Purple Shock to Harlan. Jeff Garcia, Micah Parsons, Walter Nolan going out to Alan Stein. Then you got the Jack Sawyer Optic Hollow. Bang. Little tiny bit of a soft corner there, Joe, but not bad. It might even be just the way it's cut. It's not even bent. It's just a weird cut on the corner. You can kind of see it right there shine at the very tip. Right there. Just got a little bit of a pinch to it. But other than that, it's beautifully centered. Great looking card. Jack Sawyer. You got Stafford and Josh Allen to round it out. Man, we are off to a beautiful start right now on these blasters. Jack Sawyer. This kid looked pretty good as a rookie. This kid looked pretty good as a rookie, too. What's his name? Jackson Dart? Jackson Dart? Anyone ever heard of that guy before? I kid. Come on, Knicks. Put some defense together, bro. You're letting Caruso shoot threes on you. That's not what he does. He is like a D guy, not a 3-and-D guy. Can we hold it together with this Alex Caruso kid? Oh, dang. Cat just ran him over. He's like, sorry. I guess I'm bigger than I realized. Literally ran him over. Ooh, that's going to be a backcourt violation, no? Yeah. There's the defense we want, Knickerbockers. Brownies getting a podium for Joe Lurch with Dylan Gabriel coming out. People seem to forget, Dylan Gabriel started the season. He didn't lose the job. He got injured. So everyone's high on Shedeur. He didn't look terrible, but Shedeur could take a turn for the better and have a great second year, or Dylan Gabriel could come back out of nowhere. Never really know how it's going to shake out with those rookies. All right. Okay. Get that over there. Let's get our bench set up now that we got a little stack here. Rams, no. Raiders, not yet. Texans, Broncos. Washington, Fins, Jets, Steelers. There we go. Steelers starting to stack up a podium early. Alright, bench is set. Let's go blaster number 3. Lucky number 3. B3. Empty box. They were in. The Knicks had pulled back within 2 for a short moment. Then they put SGA on the line, and that's, 2 guaranteed notes. He's pretty much automatic from the line. We got 5 minutes left. They're down by 3. About to be 4. They got a chance. I mean, they brought it back within reach. It's hard to put Mitch in a game like this because they'll start playing Hack-a-Mitch. We'll start fouling him just to make him shoot free throws because he makes only 25%. All right, here we go. Jahad Campbell coming out for Philly. That is rival Donnie Scheffler. Maserati Marv on the hollow going out to Steinert with black and gold. You got Mark Andrews, Alvin Kamara. Jaden Higgins going out to Houston. Jason Eli. Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, coming out on a hollow for Miami and Jamie O'Hara. Then we got Garrett Wilson, Khalil Mack, Kyle McCord going out to rival. Mitchell Evans on the purple shock going out to Wayne Mowry. David Montgomery, Luke Kuechly, Damian Martinez going out to Andrew Thier, and then Quinn Ewers on the shock going out to Miami. Jamie O'Hara, that's a nice one. Braylon Allen, Jalen Ramsey, Derek Harmon going out to Joe Desky. And then Cam Scattaboo coming out on the purple shock. Little scat pack there for B3 and the boys. You got K9, TJ Watt, Kenneth Grant going out to Miami and Jamie. Then you got the primary colors, Shador coming out for Joe Lurch, getting Sanders started. Ending with Maserati Marv and Eric Dickerson. Oh, that's a save by Big Cat. 100% he saved that ball and never touched out of bounds. That's a wild effort from Karl Anthony Towns. Here I am talking smack about his effort and not being able to take over a game, and he makes a play like that. They got to challenge that. What a play. What a play. His wrist was like a millimeter from touching down out of bounds, man. Holy cow. What a play. Go do it, Big Cat. Tell him. Did not expect to see that. I thought it went out of bounds. I'm over here dogging Karl Anthony Towns for not being able to take over a game. Oh, man. B3, what is going on? How's your Sunday? I had a pretty damn good weekend. We went out for Cassidy's 40th birthday last night. We went down to this steakhouse in Pinebrook or Parsippany area. I forget the name of it. But, man, it was stupid expensive. Like, kind of like Ruth Chris. Like, in quality and prices. Wild. Not a place I would normally go to or ever go to. But my mother-in-law kind of put this together for her, and it was nice. It was cool to dress up in a suit. There was a dress code, kind of like, get your fancy party on. I don't know. It was a cool little experience, but probably not something I would do again. It was good, but I don't know if it was as good as the bill said it should have been. Nah, but for real, it was a really good meal, good dinner, really nice restaurant. Definitely way bougier than something I would typically go to. Getting the bench together. Boom. All right, good there. Let's go one more blaster, number 4. Uh-oh, I just got a text message. That might be Mama. No, is it Kevin? It might be my little brother. Who is it? Who's texting me? McBain, okay. Kev, you're a lunatic. Me earlier at the Devil's Bar right at the Prudential Center. I love it. My little brother's got this mask on. He's like a mascot. I love it. Go Kev. Live it up, kid. Have yourself a blast. Alright. Number 4. Let's get it. Empty box. If we can get about halfway through this thing before I have to go pick up Cassidy, that would be ideal. That would be the perfect scenario. Man, my allergies are starting to kick in. Ugh. I feel like every year they get worse. Come on. I feel like every year they get worse and worse and worse. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Dylan Sampson is going to lead us off for Joe Lurch on the Brownies. Then you got Kyron Williams on the Optic Hollow for Joe Desky. Terry Bradshaw, Chris Jones, Demetrius Knight going out to Joey Amadio. Then Jay Jetta on the Hollow for the Vikings and Sean Richardson. We got Pacheco. My homies will always get a sleeve. Riley Leonard going out to Jason Eli. Mike Green coming out on the Purple Shock. That's going to be Baltimore and Harlan. Then you got Travis Etienne, James Lofton, Keandre Lambert-Smith back again for Jason Eli. And then Tenaroa McMillan, your Offensive Rookie of the Year, coming out in the Purple Shock for Wayne Mowry. Big card. Very nice. D-Hop, Saquon, Trey Harris going out to Jason Eli. Then you got Taj Brooks for Joey Amadio on the Shock Top. Golden Tate, Chris Olave, Borealis coming out for McBain on the rookie kicker. You got DK on the My House going out to Joe Desky. Then Neighbors and Bo to round it out. And somehow the Thunder are back up by 9 with 3.5 minutes left. And SGA is dancing around getting the crowd into it. So I don't think the Knicks stand a chance at this point. Not this late in the game. You can kiss them goodbye. Tedaroa joining the party. Another rookie starter from last year. Now, Riley Leonard didn't start a ton of games, but he did get some starts in before he got injured, and then they signed Phillip Rivers. So, Daniel Jones going back to the Colts, but you never know. Riley could get a shot at some point. Looks like Daniel Jones, I think, signed a 3-year, like $50 million a year deal, which is exactly what the Giants got him for 2 or 3 years ago. Same price. So if the Colts are getting him at that price now, that definitely goes to tell you the Giants overpaid for him, because he's still worth the same after having an MVP-type start to a season. His name was getting mentioned. Kind of wild. All right. Let's get our bench caught up here. I know we just added the podium, so let's see if we got anything to add to it. We do. And the Colts, I think, too, right? Colts. Nothing for them. All right. All right, we are good to go. Let's do one more. What the heck? We'll do half of the 10, half of the half case, and then we'll jump around to some of the megas. Empty box. And the Knicks just let this one slip away. Jesus. Sloppy, 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 Knicks. Sloppy. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. You got Jack Sawyer going out to Joe Desky. Cam Chancellor on the hollow for Andrew Thier. We got McNabb, Schultz, Jordan James going out to Mike Haralambis. Then you've got BTJ on the hollow for Jacksonville, Mike Haralambis. Josh Jacobs, Lamar, Benjamin Morrison for Michael Buchholz. Tyler Warren coming out on the shock. Nice one there for Jason Eli. Sammy D, Brock Purdy, Gunnar Helm going out to Michael Buchholz. Jarquez Hunter going out to Joe Desky. You've got Hawkinson, T-Sizzle, Jalen Milroe finally coming out for Andrew Thier. And then Jalen Royals for B3 on the shock. You got Big Cat Leo Williams, J.K. Dobbins, Omarion Hampton going out to Jason Eli. Cam Ward coming out for Michael Buchholz on the primary colors. Then you got Daniel Carlson and Cole Kmet to round it out. Ty Warren getting in on the shock top party. Jalen Royals, wonder what this kid's going to turn out to for the Chiefs. You didn't really hear or see much about him last year. I don't know if he got injured or if he just wasn't effective. Not really sure what the story was on him, but I don't remember seeing anything. Maybe it was just that he was ineffective. Couldn't get the playbook down, stuff like that. You never know. We're going to rearrange our podiums a little bit here real quick. Get the quarterbacks in the middle. Milroe coming out. Let's do this. Where am I going? There we go. That's where I wanted to be. All right. Get the rest of these sleeved up real quick, then we'll jump to one of the megas. Little too late to mount a comeback now, Knicks. Little too late. Jim, I got you. That rookie kicker is already sleeved and, put in a top loader and a team bag just to make sure that nothing happens to it. You never know. That kicker could be something special one day. All right, good. Didn't I have another Niner in this? No, but I did have another Chief. Or another Seahawk. All right. All right, let's go with a mega. I grabbed the dented one just by chance, so I was going to let that one marinate, but fate said just go for it. Damn, down 11 with 30 seconds. What do you even... Just let them dribble it out, boys. What are we doing? Don't get nobody hurt in this game when you're down that much. Ain't no reason for it. Back off. Let them dribble it out. This game is over. Playoffs are way too close to be messing around. Get Brunson out of there. Get him off the court. Shut her down. There you go. Clap him out. All right, here we go. Mega number 1. Good luck. Kenneth Grant leading it off for Miami. That is Jamie O'Hara. Mason Taylor going out to Jamie O'Hara. Then you got Dylan Sampson on the blue hyper going out to Joe Lurch. You got Big Cat Leo Williams, Carlson, Micah, Shakir, Damian Martinez going out to Andrew Thier. Oop. Derek Harmon going out to Joe Desky. Then you got Oladipo on the color match, blue hyper for the Titans. Michael Buchholz. Sammy D. Hawkinson. Hines Ward. Josh Allen. You got R.J. Harvey going out to Denver. That is going to be Joe Desky. Matty Stafford coming out on the Optic Hollow for the Rams. Joe Desky. Fryermuth. John Elway. Captain Kirk. You got Garrett Wilson. Hunter Henry. Jalen Walker going out to Sean Richardson. Jalen Lane to Goody Goody. And then a rookie recruit, Luther Burden, going out to the Honster. James Cook, Laporta, Gibbs, Arik Armstead, Caleb Johnson to Joe Desky. And then a little passing grade for Mahomes, too. That is one I do not have yet. Very nice. Art Monk, DK, Brock Bowers, Chuba, T.O., TJ Sanders going out to Buffalo. That's going to be Mike Haralambis. Trey Amos to Goody Goody. And then the first year freshie is Trey Harris on the blue hyper. Rookie swatch. Kyle McCord also coming out on the blue hyper. That is going to be Rival. Then you got Keenan Allen, T-Law, and T. Higgins. Well, the washer just ended. I'm going to have to move that stuff over to the dryer as well in due time. Got to throw Patty up there. Trey Harris with the rookie patch to get us started. Nice one there for Jason Eli on the first year freshie. Samson. I want to talk to Samson. All right. Steelers getting hot early, man. Their podium is almost full. It might be the first podium to fill. Little Damian Martinez, rookie running back. Seahawks fans still riding that high of a Super Bowl win. They get to enjoy that for another few months before the race opens up all new again. All right, I can. NFL to begin hiring replacement refs as league grows alarmed by NFLRA negotiations. Dang. All right, so they're going to start hiring new refs. Try to squeeze the ones that are on strike. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Let me get the bench caught up over here. That one can go up there with the Titans. We got a whole stack of Chargers to go up there. Royals can go up there with Patty. All right, we are good. Let's go to Donruss. Think you jinxed Shuck. Not yet, Scotty. Not yet. As I always tell you, it's better to hit late than early. Like, look at Jackson Dart up there. He's probably maxed out. He got his 2 or 3, and he's going to sit there alone in the middle for the rest of the break. Sometimes I'd much rather get hot late than early. The hobby box is always at the end, not the beginning. I'm surprised I have not heard from the wifey yet. So we're definitely going to get at least halfway through this thing before I got to go and pick her up. So we're in good shape. I could have swore that was going to be a patch in there because it felt super thick, but I was wrong. I was wrong. This one's a patch. This one's really thick. Thick. Kid card. We're going to put the patch on the bottom. Wish I could get it on the bottom. Didn't want to move. Oh, that's a weird little thing there. Look at that. Security tag was folded up and bunched all the way in there. You know I love when weird shit like that happens. It makes me think that we got a lucky box. It seems to always be a good premonition. So on that note, being that I'm starting to get cotton mouth too, my mouth is all dry. I've had a runny nose and cough all day. My allergies are going. First baseball game was today. I'm going to run and grab a seltzer because I didn't bring one in here with me. So we're going to let that marinate for about 30, maybe 40 seconds while I go grab something to drink so that I don't completely lose my voice tonight. My boss is out for the next 2 weeks. I got to cover for him. I got to be able to talk. All right, B3, I'm going to run and grab a drink real quick, and then we will come right back in and dive into the first Donruss Mega. Now we got 5 blasters left, 2 Optic Megas, 1 Donruss Mega, and the hobby. So we are about 1.5 boxes away from being halfway through. So we did really good so far in terms of time. I'm going to go grab a quick seltzer. I'll be right back. We're going to let that marinate and see if it can give us a little lucky boost. Marinating the box usually does well for us. I'll be right back, B3. Mason, do not stay up all hours. What time is it? You need to go to bed. School now. 10:30. You got like 8 minutes. Huh? No. I'm going to put this outside. I'm going to have to go pick up mommy soon, though. All right, B3, we are back. Hopefully letting that marinate worked out good for us. My seltzer froze, but I do have a little bit left in another bottle, so I'm going to pour it over the ice. Then I'll have a nice little slushy. Perfect amount left. I got a pop-up on the screen. Interesting. Couple of pop-ups. All right, we are back. I'm just going to check the Facebook stream and make sure, the YouTube stream, and make sure we are still live, because that was weird. Maybe that was what was wrong with OBS before. It was telling me that, oh no, it says we're still good. It was telling me that I needed to update it. I'm like, I just updated that OBS. Why do I got to update it again? And now, can it wait? So, weird. All right, we let her marinate. Let's hope she worked. Let's go. Will Levis, Chris Olave, Tony Richardson is the first press proof out. That's going to be Sean Richardson. Jalen Knoll coming out for Houston. That's going to be Jason Eli on the rated. You got Rodney Harrison on a Legend series going out to the Patriots, and McBain. Vernon Davis, Harold Carmichael, Xavier Watts on the pink Optic Hollow going out to Atlanta, and Sean Richardson. You got Hawkinson, Tony Pollard, Eddie Pinheiro, Buda Baker, Tyler Loop coming out for Baltimore, Harlan. Then you've got the Jalen Walker press proof rated green for Sean Richardson. Bryce Young, Elite Series going out to Wayne Mowry. Then you got Josh Jacobs, Leo Williams, Carson Schweisinger is your blue scope. Joe Lurch, that's a beauty. We'll take that. Boomer Esiason, Thielen, Reed, Caleb, Drew Brees coming out on the press proof. That is Scotty Struble. Then you got Jordan Watkins on the rated for Mike Haralambis. And a little red hot rookies. Caleb Johnson going out to Joe Desky. Calvin Ridley, Chris Jones, Jack Besh coming out for Rosas. And then Galaxies of the Stars, Malik Neighbors going out to B3 and the boys on the short print. Jack Besh, as I said, is Rosas. So Neighbors getting a little short print. I hope he comes back healthy. All right. Second half, here we go. Braylon Allen, Khalil Shakir, Mike Evans, Michael Pittman Jr. on the press proof is Jason Eli. Harold Fannin rated going out to Joe Lurch on the Brownies. Jack Besh back again on a throwback rated. That is going to be Rosas. Then you got Colson Loveland on the throwback, Donruss. Honster. Rozier, Ed Reed, Graham Gano, Rashid Shaheed, the Slim Reaper, Josh Allen, Abdul Carter coming out for B3. Scataboo, little scat pack on the press proof rated green, also B3. You got Kyle Hamilton on the Dominators going out to Harlan. Isaiah Likely, the new Giant. Caden Ellis, Quinshon Judkins on the pink preview going out to Joe Lurch. You got Kyler, Ferguson, Quinion, Mason Graham for Joe Lurch. And then McBain picking up the rookie phenom swatch, Kyle Williams. And then the LIX, Jalen Hurts. That is nasty. I have not pulled that one yet. Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. That is a short print. The LIX cards are tough to hit. They don't have a ton of value, but they definitely go for a few bucks. It's like a $10, $15 card. Greg Dortch, Hollywood Brown, Colson Loveland going out to the Honster on the pink hollow. Omarion Hampton on the blue scope. Nice hit there for Jason Eli. Very nice. And then you got Shake and Bake and Jay Jetta. That Jalen Hurts, I got to look that up. I think that thing has a little bit of short print value to it. Cass just texted me and said leave whenever, so we'll probably sleeve this up, and then we will take a, I don't want to say a short intermission, because it's going to be a little intermission. LIX MVP. Let's see what it says. I'm curious. Holy cow. A PSA 10 numbered to 100 sold for $200. Another one for 65. So the hollow is worth more, the hollow that's numbered. But the plain ones, I can't find it. Few bucks. It's like a $5 card. I thought it was a little more. It's the first time I've seen it. This one's got a soft bottom left corner rival, so Donnie is definitely not going to grade a PSA 10, but that's a nice little short print. I love the card. The hollow ones, the ones that are numbered to 100, they're like the silver press proof kind of look. Those look really nice, and the graded ones for 10 go for $250. So that's kind of crazy. Very nice Omari and Hampton as the Chargers are heating up. All right, we are going to work to get this sleeved up real quick. And then, as I said, we are going to take a little intermission because I got to go get Cass from work. So we're going to have to make this work. What did I do there? Did I nick the corner? No, I guess it's just a rough cut. Still a nice scataboo nonetheless. Of course, the Giants want to take a dive. Fannin ended up being a pretty decent rookie tight end, too. I think that came unexpected. I mean, he's a rated rookie, obviously, so there was some potential, but I don't think everyone thought he was going to be as good as he was. He had a great first year. Rookie tight ends usually don't play that well. It usually takes them like their whole first contract to really like reach their full potential. So whenever a rookie tight end has a good first or second year, I'm always very encouraged overall because it's not the norm. The norm is that tight ends take 3 to 5 years to develop. All right, let's get these out of the way. Let me text Cassidy back. Okay, I will leave in 10 minutes. All right, good. Get these all up here. Get myself organized real quick. Let's get McBain up on a podium with Kyle Williams. I was hoping for Travion to be the first one, but we'll take Kyle. Let's actually slide the Patriots on the back row. And we'll throw Hurts out on the right. Okay. Bench is good. Let me just, actually, bench isn't good. Let me get the rest of this done while I'm at it. Might as well, being that we're going to take a little intermission. Might as well get fully caught up here on the side. Okay. Good, now I got everything sleeved up. So we are fully caught up on the sleeving. Alright, bench is good. What would we do next? We're going to end up doing a mega next. So let's open it and let it marinate while we're gone. I like that idea. I think a long-term marination will help us. We're going to do one more mega. Then when we come back, we'll do the 5 remaining blasters. Then we'll do the last remaining Optic mega, last remaining Donruss mega, and then we'll jump to the hobby. So this will put us exactly halfway through the break. So this is the halfway point. We're going to open it up, tear it down, let it marinate while I go pick up Cassidy. She works at Tap House 15, so that's, you know, a good 15 minutes from where I'm at. So ideally, we should be back in a half hour. You know, if she's having a drink after work, and this one did not want to rip right. If she's having a drink and wants to wait a minute or two, you know, finish her drink, I could be closer to 45 minutes. I don't know. So I will keep you guys posted, but we're going to leave the stream up, and we're going to let this marinate, and we're just going to kind of let it run while I'm gone. And then when I come back, I'll shoot a message out to everyone saying I'm back, and then we will, you know, dive right back into it. Actually, you know what? I don't want to leave a box open after all. We're going to go through this one, then we're going to take a break, not leave a box marinating. Come to think of it, especially if the stream dies out, I don't want to leave a box open on the table. I didn't think of that. All right, here we go. Jalen Knoll, Tommy Malott. Knoll going out to Houston, Jason Eli. Malott going out to Rosas. You got Tyler Loop on the hollow for Harlan. Or excuse me, on the blue hyper for Harlan. Then you got Kyler Murray, Ed Reed, Darnell Mooney, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Green going out to Harlan on Baltimore. The hollow is Stephon Diggs going out to McBain. You've got Drew Brees, Najee, Jared Goff, George Kittle, JSN, DJ Giddens going out to Jason Eli. Carson Schweisinger going out to Joe Lurch. And then Curtis Rourke on the blue hyper for Mike Haralambis. We got Mad Max, Stafford, Chris Jones. My homies will always get a sleeve. Will Howard finally coming out for Pittsburgh, Joe Desky. Caden Prather going out to Buffalo, Mike Haralambis. Then you got Travis Kelce on the chain reaction going out to B3. Ricky Pearsall, Warren Moon, Bo Nix, Kirk Cousins. Luther Burden going out to the Bears, the Honster. Scattaboo on the rookie recruits going out to B3. Then you got Garcia, Quincy Williams, James Lofton, Saquon, Chris Olave, Teteroa McMillan going out to Wayne Mowry. Taj Brooks going out to Joey Amadio. Then you got a first-year freshie, Michael Williams. Mike Haralambis on the blue hyper. Kalel Mullings going out to Michael Buchholz on the hyper. Then you got Fields, Ricky, and Grossman. All right, so we are officially halfway through now. I'm going to sleeve this stuff up real quick. Then we're going to take a intermission while I go pick up the wifey. My goal was to try to get halfway through, and we did, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. We're in good shape. All right. Good. Let's get the hypers sleeved up. We got Mullings. Might as well also get Michael sleeved up because the next hyper is also a Niner. So we got Michael on the first year freshie. And also Curtis Rourke on a hyper. Both going up. Little rookie quarterback action. Actually, you know what? I'm going to swap the Chiefs with the Niners. Get the Niners on the back row. Put the Chiefs out to the side. Tet trying to heat up for Wayne Mowry. Giants trying to stay relevant for B3. Willie Howard finally coming out for the Steelers. Brownies first podium to fill. Joe Lurch, that seems to be a trend with you on the Brownies, although you're not getting the big Sanders you want, but you do hit consistently on the Brownies. Always seem to be hitting something with them. All right, so we are officially just over halfway there because we had an odd number of boxes, so technically we can't be exactly halfway, but we're about a little over halfway through. Getting the bench caught up real quick, so just bear with me for just a second. The Eagles have a podium, so I can put them up. Alright. Bench is set. We got a few more for the Eagles and a few more for the Niners. Boom. All right, we are going to take a little intermission while I go pick up the wife. We will be right back. I'm going to put a little sign up actually that says be back in, 30. Just so no one's wondering where did Blinky go if they pop in late. Be back in 30. Alright, that kind of tells the story. Be back in 30. And it says left at 10:45, back at 11:20. So let's hope I can get close to that, but that tells the story. So that's where we are. If anyone pops in late, they'll know. They can also message me, but I'll be driving. But be back in 30. This is the first time we've ever actually done this, but it was better than getting a really, really late start, was just to do it this way. So when we get back, we got 5 blasters left, 1 Optic Mega, and 1 Donruss Mega, and then our Rookies and Stars hobby. So we're in good shape. We're about a little more than halfway through. All right, B3, I will be back, like I said, in about 35 minutes. I will try to go as quickly as I can without doing anything stupid. And yeah, when I get back, we will dive right into it. So sit tight, B3. I'll see you guys in a half hour. I think I got everything I need. Mason, go to sleep. Go to sleep. All right, B3, we are back after a long intermission. Let me get my jacket off. All right, we are back. I'm going to send out a quick message to everyone and let them know we're back. And then we are going to dive right back into this thing. We are back. We are back. All right, letting everybody know we are back. Gonna take just about a minute to message everybody. back. We are back. We are back. I think I got 6 more to go. Stein. We are back. Alright, I got everybody. Send a text to McBain and Adam. Alright, we are good to go. Alright, B3, we are back. Let's dive right in. We ain't wasting no time. Rosas, what's up? Did you like my we are back, or we'll be back in 30 sign? I thought that was kind of clever. Alright, we are back. Good to go. Second half of the break getting started now. Had to go pick up the wife from work. We are sharing one vehicle at the moment because her Honda Pilot needed somewhere close to like $2,000 worth of work. What up, Joey? What up, Rosas? A couple of you guys popped in since I was gone. Hanster, what up, kid? We've been sharing one car, so I knew I had 2 options. I could wait until I go and pick her up, but then we'd be starting the break right now at like practically midnight. But if I went early and then took an intermission in the middle, I figured we'd get done at a decent hour. So that was the plan. I didn't know how far we'd get along in the break before I had to go. But, yeah, it worked out. We got pretty far. So we got halfway through. And now we're on the second half. Good luck, B3. Here we go. We got Arian Smith coming out for the Jets. That's going to be Jamie O'Hara. Calvin Ridley on the hollow for Michael Buchholz. We got DK, Groupie, Scourton going out to Carolina, Wayne Mowry. And then you got a hollow Odunze going out to the Honster. Art Monk, Jamal Charles, T. Ferg coming back out for Joe Desky. And then Benjamin Morrison is your first purple shock going out to Michael Buchholz. You got James Cook, J.J. McCarthy, Shador coming out on the rated. Nice one there for Joe Lurch. Gunnar Helm coming out for Michael Buchholz on the shock. Another really good rookie tight end from last year. Laporta, Emmett Smith, Kalel Mullings going out to Michael Buchholz. Jalen Milrow on the shock top. That's a nice one. Andrew Thier, we'll take that. Fryermuth, Devontae Adams, Savion going out to Green Bay. That's going to be Adam Light. And then Shador one more time on the rookie recruits. Elway and JD5 to round it out. So Shador coming out twice. We'll take that. We're going to have to cut down the Browns podium, though, because there's way too much on there. We'll keep it to quarterbacks and color for now. The rest we'll add back when we go to do the recap. All right. Milrow also picking up a nice one for Andrew Thier. Come on, get on there. Gunner. And Morrison. Savion. Mullings. And of course the Tennessee podium is now full, so we got to fix that. So Tennessee and Cleveland first to fill. Shador times 2 out of that box. Scourton, he was in the play for Defensive Rookie of the Year, too. You had Tet McMillan, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Scourton was in the running for defense. They almost had both. All right, box number 6 in the books. Let's go to 7. Lucky number 7. Empty box. All right, number 7. Let's get it. Good luck. Mason Taylor leading us off for Jamie O'Hara. Bang! Joe Burr, Uptown. Joey Amadio. You've been chasing that one a long, long time. Bang! Joe Burr on the Uptown. Joey, finally. Little Joe for Joe. Hell yeah. Bang. What a beauty. Yes, sir. Knocking the Giants out of the front spot. We're going to throw the Giants on the right for now. Bang, bang. Joey Amadio taking down the Uptown. You got Malachi Starks as well going out to Harlan on the hollow. Then you got Tyreek Hill, Caleb going out to Joe Desky. And then Pat Bryant going out to Denver, Joe Desky. Nice hollow there. You got Herbie, Buddha, Jalen Walker going out to Sean Richardson. Trey Harris on the shock top going out to the Chargers, Jason Eli. You got Ayuk, Njoku, Jalen Lane going out to Goody Goody. Borealis on the shock top for McBain. We'll take that. We got Eli, Josh Downs, RJ Harvey going out to Denver, Joe Desky. And then Tyleek Williams for Detroit, Mike Haralambis. You got Steven Jackson, Xavier Legette, Trey Amos for Goody Goody. Little Nick Bosa on the play action for Mike Haralambis, followed by Sutton and Ramondre. Joey Amadio taking down the Joe Burr. Table has been pretty damn hot the last 2 months. The last 2 breaks were a little iffy, but that tends to happen sometimes. Even when the table's hot, you'll cool off for 1 or 2 and then get right back in on the action. So I don't ever get too discouraged, especially if we're in the middle of a heat streak and we go a little cold. Don't bother me at all. The ebbs and flows. Ebbs and flows. Joe Burr. That's a beautiful card. Joey, congrats. That thing is purty. Lucky number 7. top loaders up here. We're running a little low. There we go. All right. Let's get our asses back on track, shall we? All right. We got 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, 4 there. 4 there. 3. 4. Just getting the bench in order, so bear with me for just a moment. That's 5. All right, so we got 1, 1, 1. Boom. All right, we're good on the bench. Get a few more bangles up there. Worth the wait. Yes, indeed. Magic number 8. Lucky number 8. Magic number 8. 7, 8, 9, 10 seems to be our better boxes when we do the half cases or the cases. It's always like that last leg that we seem to get hot. It's weird that it always seems to happen to the back end of the case, but a little sweat equity, you know, you got to sweat it out a little bit. Sometimes you just got to sweat it out a little bit. Let's keep the party rolling, shall we? Will Howard coming out for Joe Desky. Then you got Hawkinson on the hollow for Sean Richardson. We got Ridley and Addison. Then you got Caden Prather going out to Buffalo. That's going to be Mike Haralambis. Big Cat Leo Williams going out to Andrew Thier on the hollow. You got Likely, Hollywood Brown, Mike Green going out to Harlan. Kyle McCord coming out for Philly, rival, Donnie Scheffler. You got Waddle, Ozzie, Tet coming back out for Wayne Mowry. Damian Martinez coming out for Andrew Thier on the shock. You got C-Mac, Mike Evans, Taj Brooks one more time for Joey Amadio. Then Derek Harmon coming out for Joe Desky. You got Jordan Love, Zach Charbonnet, Harold Fannin coming back out for Joe Lurch. And a little best buddies, best tutties. Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton going out to Denver, Joe Desky. You got Kelsey and Warner rounding out the box. Derek Harmon. Here's where we got to take. I knew Pittsburgh was going to fill up quick. They got hot early. Did we get to see Taj Brooks at all, Joey Amadio, last year? Did he get any play or any run? I don't remember hearing his name too much, but he is a rated rookie running back. Oftentimes in year one, they eventually, either due to injury or something, make their way to the field. I'm just curious if we saw him at all. Did he get anything? Was he a specials guy? Was he doing kick returns? Did we see him at all? Taj Brooks. All right. Preseason had a ton of hype, very limited. All right. Well, I mean, hey, rated rookie, right? Like, usually they get some work eventually. It may take time, but at some point they work themselves in to the mix, especially if they're drafted high. All right, good. Magic number 9. Magic hat number 9. Come on, we need one more little pop out of these blasters. Give us something. One of the ultra rares. I'd love to see a downtown, man. The design of this year, I wasn't super sold on in the beginning, but man, did it grow on me. I've become a big fan of the downtowns this year. I like the more like cartoonish look to them. At first I wasn't too sure, but they did grow on me. They grew on me for sure. Alright, here we go. Number 9, good luck. Jadon Blue finally coming out for the Cowgirls. Joe Desky. Jadon Blue on the hollow. Double blue. Tank Bigsby. Devin Hester. Abdul Carter coming back out for B3. Then you got Mark Andrews on the hollow for Harlan. Victor Cruz. Jamar Chase. Graham Mertz going out to Jason Eli. Nick Scourton going out to Wayne Mowry. Then you got James Conner, Trent Green, Ali Gordon going out to Miami. That is Jamie O'Hara. Arian Smith on the purple shock for Jamie. Cooper Kupp, Bateman, Walter Nolan going out to Alan Stein. Then T. Ferg on the shock. Rams, Joe Desky. Judy, Mike Williams, Tyler Warren going out to Jason Eli. Cam Ward on the My House. Michael Buchholz, we'll take that. Then you got Nico and Jim Kelly. Cam Ward, we pulled his My House quite a few times. I don't think we've ever pulled the dart, but we've gotten Ward about 4 or 5 times. Tyler Warren coming back out. First Ollie to hit the table. Jadon Blue times 2. All right, good to go. Bench is set. We keep it rolling. Last blaster, number 10. Can we get one more? Although that Joe Burr is pretty dang nice. I'd love one more. Don't want to get greedy, but I want to get a little greedy. There he is. There he is, Scotty. Right at the right time. Coming out at the end. Get hot for the hobby box. All right, here we go. Tyleik Williams. Coming out for the Detroit Lions. That is Mike Haralambous. And a fire emoji parallel on the ultra rare. George Kittle. Bang. Beautiful card. Mike Haralambous. Heck yeah. We'll take that. Cortland Sutton going out to Denver. Joe Desky. Then you got Kirk Cousins. Matthew Golden coming out for Green Bay. Adam Light. You got Vinny Testaverde for Jamie O'Hara on the holo. Jalen Warren. George Kittle. Robbie Oots going out to Andrew Thier. Quinishon Judkins on the purple shock going out to Joe Lurch. Very nice. You got Zach Ertz, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Tyler Shuck finally coming out for Scotty. Jack Besh on the shock top for Rosas. You got Howie Long, Rex Grossman, Jimmy Horn Jr. going out to Wayne Mowry. Chamire DK on the shock going out to Michael Buchholz. We'll take that one. Thielen, B-Rob, Ty Felton for Sean Richardson. And a little diamond hands, Matthew Golden. Bang, nice one there, Adam Light. MPJ and Bucky to end it. So that second half of the case ended up having 2 ultra rares. We'll take that all day long. Going to bounce him out to the outside as well. And then drop Skittles right in the back on the fire emoji. Boom. Matthew Golden on the diamond hands. Getting Adam Light on the board. Tyler Shuck finally entering the party. Little Bobby Oots. Chamire, he had a great rookie year, looking like a very solid slot receiver. All right, so we got 2 ultra rares out of the half case. Not too shabby. We will take that and run with it. Let's see what we can find left in our couple of megas left. I got a feeling there's one more hit lurking somewhere. You just got to find her. Savion. Add that up there with Matthew Golden. There we go. All right, let's go to the Optic. Stick with the theme. Finish up strong, then we'll bounce to the Donruss as the last mega. And then we'll end it off with the hobby. Good luck, V3. Last Optic box. Let's hope we save the best mega for last. Empty box. This one feels like the thickie, and it is, so it looks like we got a swatch. Little patch, we'll throw to the back. Our last pack. Boom. All right, here we go. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Jalen Knoll leading us off. Houston, Jason Eli. Tommy Malott going out to Rosas. Then you got Trey Harris on the blue hyper. That's going to be Jason Eli. King Henry. Cam Jordan. Kurt Warner. Devin Hester. DJ Giddens going out to Jason Eli. Carson Schweisinger going out to Joe Lurch. And then Andres Borealis back again, this time on the hyper for Jim McBain. You've got Edge, Gino, Jamar, Trent Green, Luther Burden coming out on a rated for the Honster. Tyleek Williams on the blue hyper coming out for Detroit, Mike Haralambis. You got Woodson, Stroud, Bateman, Mike Williams, Jim Kelly. Will Howard coming back out for Joe Desky. Caden Prather coming out for Buffalo and Mike Haralambis. Then you've got Amon-Ra St. Brown as the captain in charge. That's Mikey Haralambis. You got Mark Brunell, Rashee Rice, Carl Eller, Derek Carr, Mike Green going out to Harlan. Diamond Hands is Larry Fitz. Steiner, nice one there. Vernon Davis, Brees Hall, DeAndre Swift, Hines Ward, Josh Allen, Teteroa McMillan coming back out for Wayne Mowry. Taj Brooks coming back out for Joey Amadio. And then Herbie, little Air Bear, coming out for Jason Eli on the blue Hyper Donruss Threads. Nice color match there. Quincy Williams for Jamie O'Hara on the holo. Then you got McNabb, Jacobs, and Parsons. All right, let's get this last Optic box sleeved up, then we will dive right into Donruss. Wasting no time. Willie Howard. Luther. Giddens. Tommy and Noel. And you got Tyleek. Little color match on the blue hyper kicker. Still haven't seen Trevion yet. Cannot believe he hasn't shown face the entire break. That's wild. All right, let's get these out of the way. There. Let's get Herbie sleeved up. We're going to actually have to clear some room on this podium. Good. Get the rest of these sleeved up real quick and we will be good to go. Alright, bench is good. Let's get to that last mega. Come on, Donruss. I know you're hiding something for us in this case. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4 megas left after this one. Probably 2 more will get thrown in the next 2 breaks, and we will find whatever downtown or uptown or whatever is hiding in Donruss, because we have not yet hit anything out of that case. Security tag. Let's get it. Good luck, B3. Last box before we go to the hobby. We got a kid card on the back of this one. I thought we had a patch in there, but I guess not. This one feels thick, so there should be a patch in this one. Never mind. No patch. No patch. And no patch. So we may have gotten an auto out of this sucker. Kid card. Might have an auto in here. Very possible. I don't see anything thick. So we could be looking at an auto, which would be nice. Rare to hit one out of the mega. Alright, here we go. Good luck. Kurt Warner, Zach Charbonnet, Jalen Lane coming out for Goody Goody. Savion Williams going out to Adam Light. And then you got Peyton Manning for the Colts on the Gridiron Kings. That is Jason Eli. Little Travis Hunter on the throwback. Donruss going out to the Jags. That's going to be Mike Haralambis. You got Jerry Jeudy, Charles Woodson, DK Metcalf, Zach Ertz, Tua, Tyrone Tracy, Woody Marks coming out for Houston. That's going to be Jason Eli. Woody Marks on the press-proof green for Jason Eli. Then a little Gonzo Dominators going out to Jack McBain. Going out to Jim McBain, calling him his son's name now. David Montgomery, Michael Mayer, Omari, and Hampton on the pink. Coming out for the Chargers, Jason Eli. Nice one there. You got Drew Brees, Alec Pierce. He just got paid. Ramondre, Neon Dion on the press proof. Going out to Atlanta, Sean Richardson. Michael Williams going out to Mike Haralambis on the rated. You got Lamar on the Gridiron Kings. Going out to Baltimore and Harlan. And then Ashton Genty on the Red Hot. Going out to Rosas. Nice one there. Golden Tate. Fred Warner. Carson Schweisinger coming out on the pink. And then a little production line. Rome Odunze and Caleb Williams going out to the Honster. Nice short print there. And then Rich Gannon rounding out the first half. So Schweisinger coming back out for Joe Lurch, this time on a pink. Talk about another kid in the running for Defensive Rookie of the Year. And Hampton for Jason Eli. On the pink. Brown's podium still full. How am I going to cut this down? I guess I'm not. Just going to leave it stacked up. The Bears getting a nice short print there of Rome and Caleb, the future of that squad. We'll get them up on a podium. Get these out of the way. Jim, there should be a crowd of guys in there. I know Rosas is always hanging out. He'll shoot the shit with you for sure. Joey Amadio is definitely in there. A lot of guys usually hang out. Woody Marks, he looked pretty good too last year. I like his potential. I know they had a lot of hype in preseason on the kid. They thought that he might be able to take the starting job. I know that Chubby was there. I thought Nick Chubb actually looked pretty darn good coming off the gruesome injury that he had. I thought he actually had a pretty good year. I actually wish they would have used him a little more, but I understand why they held back a little bit, at least in year one, because you know, coming off that injury, it was pretty gruesome. But kind of liked the kid. All right, let's get this bench back in order here. Did we get Houston up on a put? No, it was the Bears. It was the Bears. So good there. Let's get the rest of the Bears up there for Hans. Boom. Then we got Hunter and Lane. Good. I think that's the first Jags hit. The first Jags card. Jags have had a rough start. All right, here we go. Second half. Should be an auto in here, hopefully. Cedric Tillman. Tyleek Williams going out to Mike Haralambis. And it is Ben Sinnott on the rookie signature series. No, not a rookie. He was a rookie last year. So second year signature series. Goody getting the Ben Sinnott. Been a while since you've snagged a hit there, goody. We kind of needed that for you. Heck yeah. Ben Sinnott getting the bonus auto for Washington, and goody. You got a whole bunch of Jalen Lane too, but you kind of needed that one as a pick-me-up. Getting the bonus auto. James Goody. All right, here we go. Champ is here. Quinyon Mitchell going out to Philly. That's rival, Donnie Scheffler. You got Michael Penix, Justin Herbert, Tyler Loop going out to Harlan Benner on the pink Optic preview. Jaden Higgins blue scope going out to Houston. Jason Eli, nice one. Troy Franklin, Luke Musgrave, Jamal Charles. George Kittle, Travis Hunter back again. He's trying to heat up for Mike Haralambis. We could use him to get going. Rosas on the Jack Besh press proof. Green, nice one there. And then Dylan Gabriel Elite Series going out to Joe Lurch. You got Dak, Madison, Jalen Knoll now coming out on the blue scope as Houston's heating up. Jason Eli. You've got Swifty, Jake the Snake, Adonai Mitchell, Tony Dorsett, Colson Loveland going out to the Honster. Maxwell Harrison going out to Buffalo, Mike Haralambis. Tyler Shuck coming out on the rated rookie retro for Scotty Struble. Then you got Jared Verse, Ricky Williams, Kelvin Banks for Scotty on the pink. Then you got Leggett and Andrews. So we didn't get a downtown out of that Donruss Mega, but we did get a bonus auto, so that was a nice surprise. We'll take that. Second year tight end, Ben Sinnott. All right, Champ is here. And Tyleek. We'll get these guys out of the way. Quickly run through sleeving up the last of this box. And then we will jump right into our hobby. Last box. I got a feeling we got one more big hit in us. At least one more. Loveland on the podium. Houston has a monster stack of rookies, but no big hit yet. Gabriel coming out. Jack Besh. Travis Hunter. Jaden Higgins. Last but not least, we got Tyler Loop. All right. Last box mojo, baby. Helicopter is hard to see. Great cards do exist before 2022. That is a fact. I think that's what I collected too, Jim, was like the late 80s, early 90s. That's where the bulk of my collection started. But I think a lot of people don't dip back. I will say that. A lot of people's collection is 2020 and newer. They don't really dip back into the past. I think getting a little of everything is fun. All right. Woody, got him. Higgins, got him. Noel, got him. Damn, we got a good stack going for Houston. Travis Hunter is good. All right, we are set. I think we got everybody up on a podium that we needed to. We are good. All right, let's get a few more top loaders up here. How can we spread this out a little bit? Let's do it this way. Back Sinnott up just a little bit so we have a little more room. There we go. All right, here we go. Rookies and stars on the hobby. 2 autos, 2 mems guaranteed. 5 numbered. Who knows what else it has in store for us. The last rookies and stars box we did was actually a really good one. Almost lost a pack there. 6 packs total. 10 cards per pack, so you're looking at 60 cards total. Empty box. Let's rock and roll on this one. Very excited for the next break, too. I got a really good deal on Mosaic Hobby, and we haven't done Mosaic Hobby yet this year because it was priced very, very high when it released. It was over $5.50 a box, and it just gave me pause. I was like, you know what? I have a feeling that's going to come down. So I hesitated on it, and then it went up. It was near $6 at one point, and then I just kind of took my eye off it. But I actually found a really good deal on a shop that I hadn't yet been into. We got a blank here. A fatty. A blank. That'll be my next be back in 30 sign. Yeah, one of the local shops near us had a one box left from the case. It was marked up as on sale sitting on the shelf, and I was like, I kind of have to jump on that. So I was very excited to get my hands on it. That is not a blank. So we're going to put that one down at the bottom. So yeah, we'll do another half case of the blasters. Probably another few Donruss Megas and Optic Megas, and mix it up a little bit, but we'll do it with Mosaic Hobby. I'm actually really excited for that one. That one will break, it'll drop tomorrow. I'll probably fire a warning shot like midday tomorrow, so keep an eye on the page. Here we go. Last box, the hobby box. Good luck, B3. Let's try to find those of you who haven't gotten a hit yet, a little something, something. We got Ray Lewis, and then right off the rip, the True Blue rookie, numbered 105 out of 149, Nick Scourton. Ooh. Going out to Wayne Mowry. Beautiful card. Nice color match there, too. True Blue rookie, Scourton to 149. You got Eric Dickerson, Sexy Dexy. That is a redemption. I'm so glad that I caught that before I revealed it. So one of the autos is going to be a redemption. We're going to flip it. Sexy Dexy was holding them back. We're going to sleeve it up, and we're going to save it till the end. We'll show at the end what it is. So we'll just kind of post that up right there for now, and then we will keep rocking. Airborne. Steve Young going out to Mike Haralambis on the Optichrome. Airborne. You got Kyron Williams on the Artistry in Motion. Going out to the Rams, Joe Desky. Rookie Rush, Tetaroa McMillan, another one for Wayne Mowry. Very nice. Cam Scattaboo going out to B3 and the boys. Then you got Woody Marks going out to Jason Eli on the Rook. You got Micah Parsons, Chris Olave, Bryce Young coming out for Carolina again. Wayne Mowry picking up the purple. 955 out of 999 going out to Wayne on the numbered Bryce Young. You got Harbaugh, DK, Trevion Henderson on the Thrillers. Hollow. Nice one there. Jim McBain. Bang. Beauty. About time we see Trevion come out. Chris Carter going out to Sean Richardson on the Touchdown Club. And then Maxwell Harrison on the draft class going out to Buffalo and Mike Haralambis. Get those base out of the way. Get in there. All right, good. Get Bryce Young sleeved up. Drop him right on front. Scat Pack coming back out. Tet on the rookie rush. And then Scourton on the True Blue rookie. Panthers starting off hot on the hobby. Little Airborne Steve Young. Nice little Optichrome there for Mike Haralambis. Couple of nice rookies there. Nice thrillers, too, for Trevion. Not numbered, but a nice chrome insert. Needed something else for New England, so we'll take that. Sitting right on top, though, is two more rookies, so we'll go through them. You got Jack Sawyer on the base and Donovan Jackson. So Donovan Jackson going out to Sean Richardson. Jack Sawyer going out to Joe Desky. That puts us 2 packs into this 6-pack box. Where's Woody at? There he is. Woody Marks. Buffalo, we got Harrison. I'll throw that in the recap pile. Boom. All right. Good to go. Let's get into this next portion. We got Cam Chancellor leading it off. Peyton Manning. Shador Sanders. Bang. Numbered to 999. That's 341 out of 999. Going out to Joe Lurch on Shador. We will take that. Very nice. There you go, Joe. Ridley. Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts is your Crusades Optichrome. That's actually pretty well centered considering the history of those. They're usually terribly centered. That is going to be rival Donnie Scheffler. Travis Hunter, rookie rush. Going out to Mike Haralambis. Cam Ward on the graffiti. Going out to Michael Buchholz. You got Kenneth Grant on the base for Jamie O'Hara. And Jalen Lane for Goody Goody on the base. Lamar, Xavier Worthy, Brock Purdy on a purple, Mike Haralambis, 65 out of 999, going out to the Niners. You got Larry Fitz, a gold Will Johnson, rookie auto numbered 93 out of 199. That is going to be Alan Stein from Black and Gold Breaks. On the gold, Will Johnson, the corner, I believe. I think he's a defensive back. I think he's a cornerback. Gold or orange, numbered to 199. Nice one there for Steiner. You got Riley Leonard going out to Jason Eli on the Airborne Optichrome rookie. Scattaboo coming back out on the graffiti for B3. And then the Jets, Garrett Wilson, Artistry in Motion purple. Numbered 33 out of 35 as Jamie O'Hara picks up a Jets hit. 33 out of 35. We'll take that. Jets on the board. Cardinals on the board. That is the only Cardinals top-loaded card we've got all night. Steiner, you needed that one. Niners officially on the board. Although they did have the fire emoji parallel too. So the Niners starting to heat up. Nice Shador for Joe Lurch. We'll take that. Bang. Riley on the Airborne. Another really nice Jalen Hurts for rival. Get the base out of there. Scat back again. Jalen Lane back again. Cam Ward back again. And Travis Hunter trying to heat up. So far we've got two autos already. The Redemption and then the gold Will Johnson to 199. So I'm curious to see if there's a RPA still in there or not. I only saw one thick card. So the RPA could very well be the Redemption. Just seeing if we need to put any other... Yeah, we got the Jets over here, so they need to go up with the Garrett Wilson. So we'll put that stack on the podium. And then we got the Texans. We got the Ravens. They don't have a podium yet. No. All right, we're in good shape. We got 2 more rookies sitting on top, same as the last. So we'll go through those. You got Trey Amos for Goody Goody and TJ Sanders for Buffalo and Mike Haralambis. So we'll get them sleeved up. And then we got our last 2 packs sitting right there. So far, so good in terms of quantity of hits. I'm just waiting for one more big hit. Although that redemption could be a big one and we don't even know it yet. All right, here we go. Jared Goff leading it off. Nick Emenwari, the another Defensive Rookie of the Year runner-up. 453 out of 999 going out to Andrew Thier. That's a nice one. Sterling Sharp. Then you got Jalen Waddle. Big time Bo Nix. The big time swatch going out to Denver. Joe Desky on a Bo Nix. Big time, not numbered. But officially gets the Broncos up on a podium, who have not hit all night, so they needed a pick-me-up. And it's the right player to get. Bo. He played so well last year, too. Had a great playoff game. Unfortunately, just broke his ankle. And no one really knew until the end of the game, and he was out for the next week and kind of hamstrung the rest of their playoff run. Tough break for the Broncos, but scrappy team. They'll be back. They'll be in contention. Nice hit for Denver. Actually, let me get the rest of the Denver stack, and we'll put that up on a podium. There we go. So we'll put that up there with Bo. All right, back at it. Here we go. We do have one more thick. Could be a patch. Jalen Hurts, airborne. Jalen Hurts staying hot for rival, Donnie Scheffler. Then you got Ashton Genty on the Artistry in Motion rookie. That's going to be Rosas. Herbie Artistry in Motion on the insert. That's going to be Jason Eli. Then you got Quinn Ewers coming back out for Jamie O'Hara. We'll take that. And Mike Green on the base for Harlan. Then you got Brock Bowers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mike Evans, AJ Green, Kyle Williams coming out on the next one as well. It is the cross-training 40-yard dash, 4.4 seconds. Dual patch, blue and white, going out to McBain on his first break with B3. Little beginner's luck heating up for him. He ended up getting hot late. It took a minute, but it did eventually heat up for the first timer. Kyle Williams, cross-training. Not a bad break for New England when you look at the total. Last but not least, you've got Caleb Williams on the Crusade. That one going out to the Hanster. Colson Loveland on the Graffiti rookie, also going out to Hans. Then you got Will Johnson one more time for Steiner on the draft class. Trevor Etienne going out to Wayne Mowry. And Shamar Stewart going out to Joey Amadio. So that will do it. We just got to see who our redemption is. I'm going to clear this stuff out of the way, and then we're going to dive right into flip it and get it for the redemption. So stay tuned for about another 30 seconds, and we will find out who our redemption auto is. Who will be taking home the redemption. Nice one there for Caleb. We'll get that up on a podium. We'll get the Hertz Airborne up there. Little Trevor Etienne. Barely fits. One more Loveland to add to the stack. One more Ewers to add to the stack. And then last but not least, Ashton Genty for Rosas. All right. let's see what our redemption is hiding. All right, B3, good luck. Good luck. On 3, we're going to flip it and get it. 1, 2, 3. Landon Jackson. I believe he is a Buffalo Bill. Rookie signatures, Landon Jackson. I believe he is a Bill, which would be Mike Haralambis, but I just have to look to confirm. Landon Jackson. He is a Buffalo Bill. Defensive end for the Bills, number 52. Card number 153 going out to Buffalo. And Mike Haralambis on the Bills. So the Bills sneaking out a podium at the end. So we'll put that up with them. All right, we will get the recap started. If you guys want to hang with me and watch the recap, hang out, feel free. If not, I do not take offense if at almost 1 a.m. people bail out to go to bed, especially on a work night and a school night. So I will take no offense if you bail. Not bad. All right, let's get our bench situated. We'll get the garbage out of the way. And we're going to get our recap fired up here. Just bear with me while I make some room. Alright, we need these guys to go with their stacks. We need these guys to go at the end. Alright, let's get this stuff out of the way. Boom. Alright, those are the rookies. Those are the vets. Getting myself organized here, B3, so bear with me for just a moment. All right, we are good there. Those are the base. Those are the inserts, and we probably need 2 racks, so that should be good. Can't believe the Knicks got blown out at the end. where do we go next? Super low number on the Garrett Wilson. Oh, you know what I missed? The Niners, they should be much lower. There we go. Now we're back on track. All right, where do we go next? I think we got to go with the Panthers on the True Blue. There we go. Good. Boom. All right, we're making our way there. Making our way there. I didn't eat anything today, so this goldfish is going to save me. Alright, there is our recap all set up. We are ready to run through it. Just bear with me for 1 second while I get everything else cleaned up real quick and put back. There we go. Good, good. Alright, gonna get a few more sleeves up here because we went through quite a bit in this one. Penny sleeves. Alright, refilled those. Refilled our top loaders as well, so we're good there. How many racks do we need for the bench? Probably 2. So that works out perfectly. We got those there. I can put the third one back. Bear with me real quick while I dump the recycling. And then we will dive right into the recap. Just want to make sure that when we're done, I've pretty much done all the cleanup, and then I can just shut it down, wrap up the wires, and head to bed. All in all, we did pretty damn good. We made good time considering it was going to be a late night break. We made really good timing. Very impressed with us today, B3. Look at us. Look at us. We did pretty darn good on timing and everything. We did pretty well, B3. Look at us. Proud of us. Look at us. Would you look at us? Boom. Alright, the racks are all set up. So I can Put everything off to the side, sort it tomorrow. I'm going to quickly go dump the recycling, and we'll come back and get right into a list of ownership. A list of ownership. I mean a recap. Perfect. All right, B3. Let's get our recap gone and done so we can go to bed. All right, great break. We did hit an uptown, so I was very happy about that. We needed that one. Ty Felton going out to Sean Richardson on the rated. Lions, Mike Haralambis. You got Ty Leak times 2. 1 Purple Shock, 1 Blue Hyper. Dallas, this was Joe Desky. You got Jadon Blue on the rated and on an Optic Hollow rated. Tampa, Michael Buchholz getting Tez Johnson on the rated and Benjamin Morrison on the shock. Sean Richardson also on the Falcons getting Jalen Walker on a green press proof rated and a pink hollow. Rams, Joe Desky, Jarquez Hunter on the purple shock, T. Ferg on a rated and on a purple shock, and then Ferg also on the Optic Hollow. Baltimore was Harlan getting Tyler Loop on a pink and a blue hyper, Mike Green on a shock, Malachi Starks on a shock, and Starks on the Optic Hollow. Houston, Jason Eli getting Jalen Noel on a Donruss rated, also the Optic rated 3 times. Noel on the blue scope out of the Donruss Mega, the preview blue scope. Nice one there. Jaden Higgins on a rated, and Higgins also on a blue scope. Then you got Woody Marks out of Rookies and Stars, Marks on a Donruss rated, and Marks on a press proof rated. Not bad volume for Houston. Jacksonville, Mike Haralambis. Travis Hunter on the throwback, Hunter on a rated out of Donruss. You got Hunter on the rookie rush as well. Rosas taking home Tommy Millott twice on a rated. Cam Miller on a rookie hollow rated. Jack Besh press proof green. Jack Besh throwback. Besh on a pink and Besh on a shock. Then you got Genty artistry and motion rookie and a red hot rookies out of Donruss. B3 on the Chiefs getting the passing grade Mahomes and a Jalen Royals shock. Rival, Donnie Scheffler getting Kyle McCord on a rated out of Optic and the shock and the blue hyper. You got Jalen Hurts on the Airborne, Hurts on a Crusade, and Hurts on the LIX Super Bowl MVP. The Hamster card breaks getting Luther Burden on an Optic rated twice. Rookie recruits Burden, Colson Loveland on the graffiti, Loveland on a Donruss rated, Loveland on the throwback, Loveland on a pink Optic hollow, and then Caleb on a Crusade, and Caleb and Odunze on the short print production line. Adam Light on Green Bay taking down Savion Green press proof. Nice color match there. Savion Optic rated. Matthew Golden Optic rated. And Golden on the Diamond Hands. Jason Eli on the Colts getting DJ Giddens times 2 on the rated out of Optic. Riley Leonard Optic rated. Riley Leonard on the Airborne Rookies and Stars Optichrome. You got Tyler Warren on a rated out of Optic and the Shock Top. Not bad. That's the back end of things. Now let's get to the good part. We'll take it all the way down to the Titans. Let's do that. All right. Jamie O'Hara on the Fins. You got Kenneth Grant on a purple shock. Ollie Gordon Optic rated. Quinn Ewers Rookies and Stars rated. And Ewers on a shock. Scotty Struble on the Saints. Kelvin Banks Pink Optic Hollow. Tyler Shuck Optic rated. Shuck on the rated rookie retro out of Donruss. Chargers. Jason Eli. You got Keandre Lambert Smith twice on the Optic rated. Trey Harris Optic rated. Trey Harris Blue Hyper. Trey Harris Purple Shock. Trey Harris first year freshie. You got Omari and Hampton on a rated. Omari and Hampton Pink Optic Hollow and the Blue Scope. And then you got Justin Herbert on the Donruss Threads Blue Hyper. Nice night for the Chargers. Steelers. Joe Desky, Derek Harmon on a shock. You got Caleb Johnson Red Hot and a rated out of Optic twice. Caleb on the Purple Shock. Jack Sawyer Rookies and Stars. Sawyer on an Optic rated twice. Jack Sawyer rookie rated rookie Optic Hollow. Then you got Will Howard 3 times on a rated. Michael Buchholz, Oladejo on the Blue Hyper. Nice color match there. Kalel Mullings on a rated and a Blue Hyper rated. Gunnar Helm on a rated out of Optic twice. And the Purple Shock. Chimere DK Purple Shock. Elik Eyomanor on the Optic Hollow. Cam Ward on the graffiti out of Rookies and Stars. Ward also had a primary colors out of Optic and a My House out of Optic. All right, let's take it all the way down to the Panthers. Seattle, Andrew Thier getting Robbie Oots unrated. Damian Martinez unrated twice, all out of Optic. Martinez on the Purple Shock rated. Jalen Milroe, Optic rated. Milroe, Purple Shock. And then Nick Emenwari on the Purple out of Rookies and Stars, numbered 453 out of 999. Jim McBain on the Patriots getting Andres Borealis on the Blue Hyper and the Purple Shock. You got Kyle Williams on the Rookie Phenom Swatch and Kyle Williams on a cross-training dual swatch. 40-yard dash ran in 4.4. And then you got Trevion Henderson on the Optichrome Thrillers rookie. Not bad for the Patriots. Denver, Joe Desky got RJ Harvey on a rated 3 times. Pat Bryant on the Purple Shock. Pat Bryant on the Optic Hollow. And then a big-time swatch with the orange patch. Bo Nix. Nice one there for Denver and Joe Desky. Wayne Mowry on the Panthers getting Jimmy Horn on a rated. Mitchell Evans on a Purple Shock. Trevor Etienne out of Rookies and Stars. Then you got Tetero and McMillan, Rookie Rush. Tet on an Optic rated 3 times. Tet on a Purple Shock. You got Bryce Young on the Purple, 955 out of 999 out of Rookies and Stars. Nick Scourton on a rated. Scourton on a Purple Shock. And then Nick Scourton on the True Blue rookie out of Rookies and Stars. Nice color match for the Panthers. 105 out of 149. All right, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty now. Here we go. The G-Men, B3 as well. You got Galaxy of the Stars on the short print. Malik Neighbors. Abdul Carter Donruss rated and Optic rated. You got Scataboo on the Rookies and Stars. Also on the graffiti out of Rookies and Stars. Green Press Proof rated out of Donruss. Rookie Recruits out of Optic. Purple Shock out of Optic. You got Jackson Dart on the passing grade. And Jackson Dart on the Purple Shock. Not a bad night for the Giants. Could have been better, but not bad. Jets, this is also Jamie O'Hara. You got Arian Smith on a rated. Arian Smith on the Purple Shock. Mason Taylor on a rated twice. Mason Taylor on the Purple Shock. And then Garrett Wilson on a Purple Artistry in Motion, numbered 33 out of 35. Going down to Washington. Goody goody. You got Jalen Lane on a Rookies and Stars. Lane on the Donruss rated. Lane also on a Optic rated 3 times. And then Ben Sinnott coming out on the Bonus Auto Signature Series for Washington out of the Donruss Mega. Dropping down to Buffalo, this is going to be Mike Haralambis on the Maxwell Harrison draft class. Maxwell Harrison Green Press Proof rated. Caden Prather on an Optic rated 3 times. And then the Redemption Landon Jackson on the Rookie Signatures out of Rookies and Stars. We drop down to Alan Stein on the Cardinals. You got Will Johnson draft class and Will Johnson on the gold or orange. Rookies and Stars auto, numbered 93 out of 199. Nice night there for Steiner on the Cardinals. Dropping all the way down to the Brownies, Joe Lurch. You got Carson Schweisinger on an Optic rated twice. Carson also on the Pink Optic Hollow and the Blue Scope rated out of Optic. Dylan Sampson Optic rated and a Blue Hyper. Harold Fannin Jr. on a Donruss rated and an Optic rated. You got the Pink Optic Hollow, Quinshon Judkins, Purple Shock Judkins. Dylan Gabriel Elite Series rookie. Gabriel on a rated out of Optic. Shador Sanders Optic rated. Shador on a primary colors, Shador on a Rookie Recruits, and Shador on the Rookies and Stars purple, numbered 341 out of 999. Definitely was the best rookie quarterback night for Joe Lurch on the Brownies. We then drop down to the Niners. This is going to be Mike Haralambis. Jordan Watkins on a Donruss rated. Jordan James on an Optic rated. Curtis Rourke Blue Hyper rated rookie. Michael Williams on the Donruss rated rookie, and the first-year freshie, Blue Hyper swatch. You got Brock Purdy on a purple, numbered 65 out of 999. And then Skittles coming out on the Fire Emoji Parallel. Nice ultra rare there for Mike Haralambous. A bit of a color match for the Niners, too, so we'll take that. And then last but not least, Joey Amadio, the big winner of the evening. Taj Brooks on a rated out of Optic. Let's see if I can get us in focus. There we go. Taj Brooks, Optic rated 3 times. Taj Brooks on a purple shock out of Optic. And then Joe Burr on the Uptown. Bang. What a night. Congrats, Joey. I know you've been chasing that one for a long time, so I was glad to see you finally got it. All right, B3, on that note, it is 1 in the morning. It's actually 1:03, so I'm going to call it a night. What I am going to do real quick, though, is build out the next break. So if you want to see what that's going to look like, then stick around. I'm going to put it together right now live and then call it a night. So if you care to stick around and see what the next one's going to look like, then you don't have to wait until tomorrow to see the warning shot fired. You'll just see it now. So we got a fresh case of the Optic blasters. Fresh off the press. Going purple shock. We're doing it. Do it up again. As Frank the Tank would say, do it up again. 10, half case. We're going to go. How do I get there is the question. One Donruss Mega. How am I gonna get it out of there? Two Donruss Mega. There we go. And then Mosaic is the hobby. I may add 1 or 2 more little things to it. Not fully decided yet. But this is the gist of it. You got a half case Optic blasters, followed by 2 Donruss Megas, and then Mosaic Hobby. So that's the gist of it. Mosaic Hobby, 2 autos guaranteed. You got both of your Donruss Megas, 1 auto or 1 mem. Like I said, there's 4 left in the case. Downtown's still live. So 2 of the last 4. And then your 10 Optic blasters or half case. So that'll be the next break. We will do a warning shot tomorrow midday. Probably midday, and then like drop time right around between 4 and 6 p.m. So keep that in mind. You'll see more on the page tomorrow once I figure out the exact timing. So don't quote me on anything yet, but that's the goal. Right around maybe noon or 1, the warning shot will get fired. It'll let you know what time we're dropping it, but the drop should be sometime between like 4 and 6 p.m. So keep your eyes peeled. You'll see it when it's ready to go, and then we'll take it from there. B3, love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for getting this thing closed so we could break it tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Congrats to the hitters, and to those of you who missed, you're always 1 card away. Joey Amadio will tell you, last 6 months he's been on pretty much the Bengals and the Bengals only. He's been on about them been on him about maybe 15, 20 times, and nothing coming. Nothing. Just a whole bunch of nothing. And then, of course, tonight he jumps on him when the prices were slashed. He's like, I'll take him for 28. What the hell? Next thing you know, Joe Burr comes knocking. So you never know. You're always just one card away. That luck turns. It does turn eventually. You just got to keep giving it time and let the luck change fortune. All right, B3. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And on that note, B3, we out.